feel like I needed to make this video so badly, and I needed to speak and I couldn't speak. I basically have just realised why and how I moved from being terrified of failing again to a photographer that made money and made decent money. And when I said in my thing, like I went from being terrified of failure because it felt like by the age of 27 I tried so many things and failed at them. I hadn't really failed at any of them, I just stopped doing them. And I think people really confuse failure for stopping, but actually, like, when you learn things, there are times when you integrate and there are times when you come away from it and it doesn't leave you. None of the lessons leave you. But I have told the story about how my camera was in a drawer so many times, and I don't think I've ever told how it went from being in the drawer to being in my hand and me not being afraid. And I think that I've only just realised what that was. So when I was 6 months postpartum with Theo, we went to Egypt, and I took my camera because it made sense to take my camera, but I didn't identify as a photographer at that point, and I'd been taking photos on my phone for quite a while because I had Instagram, probably before most people had Instagram. Not to brag, but I did. And anyway, one day we go out snorkeling, and I never managed to work out the breathing on snorkeling, which seems silly now because it is actually really simple, but if no one's told you or you don't know what you don't know. Anyway, I went out snorkeling and it terrified me, but I probably spent at least half an hour in the sea, and I hadn't spent that long in the sea for a long time. Now, there's two things that we need to talk about here. Number one, being terrified of something and doing it. And number two, being in water. Now, number one, with the reason that I'm obsessed with the Enneagram, the chakras, Reiki, and all of that is because everything links together, and the lower chakras, so your root chakra, your sacral chakra and your solar plexus, are all about I am, okay? So you cannot do anything in your life, you will not do anything until you identify as someone who does that thing, okay? So all the time you say, oh, I'm just not that person, your body and your ego and your subconscious will not let you become that person, okay? And that is overwritten by the three sacred mantras. But the first sacred mantra is I am, okay? I am a photographer. I am a fashion designer. I am a shoe designer. I am at the top of a Herbalife. You know, whatever it is that you may say to yourself, I am this, okay? Until you say, I am this, out loud, to yourself, you don't need to say it to anyone else, although you can say it to everyone else, and don't say the opposite of what you want anywhere. But until you say that, and identify as that, and consistently say that to yourself, you won't be able to change anything. So starting with that, I am. So to become a photographer, I had to be like, I am a photographer. So when people ask me, I am a photographer, yeah? But the second bit of that, so the next lot of chakras up to the throat, so the heart, the throat, so really from the solar plexus to the heart to the throat, is I can, okay? So you have to believe that you can do it. And the fastest motherfucking way, and the piece of the puzzle that was missing for me, and not that I didn't know this, but until you like are in it, you don't know it. The piece of the puzzle that was missing for me was I can, and doing something so scary. I'm not joking when I tell you, I've just swum with manta rays, and it was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life, whereby I had a panic attack in the sea, or I had the same motions of a panic attack, as in I couldn't breathe, I didn't think I was going to be able to get back to the boat, but in my head there was fear, but there was something stronger than all of that, which was you can get back to the boat, you know how to swim front crawl, you can do it, I can. Okay, so up to here, from here to here, I can. When I was in Egypt swimming, and the I can, you have to do something that terrifies you and scares you and is bigger than you and reminds you that it's bigger than you. So skydiving, swimming in the ocean, a photo shoot where you're in ideally that combines nature and something scary. So when people tell me that after they did their photo shoot they then did this and they did that and they did that, it's not just, I mean, they could have picked any scary thing. I'm glad that they picked to have a photo shoot with me, but it has to be something that scares you and that puts you out of your comfort zone. And the second part of that is, and this is a side note, but water is such a conductor. And when we, it doesn't just conduct electricity, it conducts everything. Your thoughts, your desires, your wishes, your whole being is an electrical impulse. And when you're in the water and your heart is in the water, which is a fucking electrical thing that you can read from way outside the body, and you have all these wishes inside your body, your heart is sending the impulse and the signal into the biggest fucking conductor that there is. And I'm saying that because I'm looking at the sea. To the biggest conductor that there is, known to man on this planet, the ocean. When it sends that signal to the ocean, you can do anything, you know? You can literally program anything. And when I think about the quantum leaps that I have had, that have followed me being in the sea for a prolonged period of time, being connected to nature for a prolonged period of time, what you see, like in Stranger Things, she gets in the bathtub, she gets in the pool, and then she's hooked in. You want to hijack the Matrix, get in the fucking sea. You want to go speedier on your quantum leaps, get in the fucking sea. Do something that scares you, get in nature, get into nature so you are touching nature. Ideally, a river, a sea, a body of water, and fucking manifest like a motherfucker. You don't even need to worry about it. You don't even need to say it in the ocean. Your heart is sending out the impulse of what you want. And the higher chakras, the throat, the third eye, the crown, people live and stay in the lower chakras. I am is an ego thing, and it's not a bad thing. Ego's not bad as long as it supports the way and direction that you are going. I can. That is when you actually bring the thing to the world and prove every single fear that you have wrong. It's not about proving anyone else wrong, it's about proving your own fears wrong. And then and these are the mantras. I am, I can, I wish, okay? I wish, and the wish, it has to be to serve the bigger picture. It has to not be about just you. It has to be bigger than you. And when you can say, I wish to serve the people that I'm here on this planet to serve, when I think about the Enneagram, we always have like lots of different Enneagrams spinning in our world. But when I think about the Enneagram and the first 5 years of my photography business, I look back and I think I am is the white line of magic. I can is the black line of magic. And when I say white line, it's the will. The black is fear. So you walk through your will, you walk through your fear. And then the red line is I wish, surrender. This part upwards is like chaos magic. And it's a bit like yes man, yes man. You say yes to everything. You're like, yeah. That inspiration comes to me, I'm going to try it. That comes to me, I'm going to try it. Yes. I surrender. And this part up from surrender, it's the hardest part, but also I look back and I can see that pre-COVID, I was in the red line of magic. I was in complete surrender to whatever the fuck was happening to me. It was just all, yeah, take it, yeah. Everything was a fucking yes. And then COVID happened and we go straight back down to fear. Fear being the block of the root chakra. And fuck me, I stayed down there for a long time, way longer than I needed to, and I genuinely didn't feel like I was in fear, you know. I didn't feel fearful of COVID. I wasn't worried about dying. There was nothing, not one part of me that was worried about death. But it was a fearful time on this planet. Friends were falling out, families were falling out. Should we do this? Should we not do this? How are we doing this? You're not doing it right. It was like the block of the root chakra is fear. The block of the sacral chakra is shame. And we were all fucking scared, shaming each other. The block of the solar plexus is anxiety. And it was just block, the whole fucking country, the whole fucking planet. And having just spent time in the sea with some fucking massive manta rays, I'm talking bigger than me, here, next to me, and I came up, and when the rays are at the top, you can see their fin, and it looks like a shark. And my brain, I know that it's a manta ray, but the fear kicked in. And I'm in the ocean, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I can't swim back to the boat. I can't see Luke. I can't swim back to the boat. I can't. And I'm like, fuck it, I can swim. I can do this. I'm going to swim there. And I front crawled back to the boat, and I am so proud of myself, and I've literally spent the last hour nearly in tears because I've never felt so clear. I feel like life is one big jigsaw puzzle, and I've never felt so clear on where I'm going, what I'm doing next, how I'm going to do it. It's like all of the pieces of the puzzle have come together. And when I talk about the chakras, and if you want to do, fucking so excited about this, but I have programmed, so I've put human design on my website, so you can get your human design done for free on my website. You can get a free 12-page report on the website. You can also, for £27, get how to heal and protect your chakras by design. So based on your human design, how you're wired, you can have that for £27, and I'm going to work out pay what you can afford. If money's tight and you can't afford £27, there will be a pay what you can afford option. So if you want to clear your chakras, and I'm going to explain to you why you need to do this, if you want to heal your chakras, if you want to protect your chakras, personal opinion, I don't really believe in blocks, okay? I fucking hate that word. I hate it when people say, oh, you've got a blocked throat, you've got a sacral. Fuck off, fuck off. Everyone is exactly where they're supposed to be. However, you can have a time when you get stuck. And stuck for me feels like a temporary thing. Like, if I tell myself I'm stuck, I don't believe that I'm stuck forever, and you are not stuck forever. So regardless of if you have definition in that and I need to stop calling it chakra because that means like broccoli or something, chakra. If you have a temporary sticky point, or you need to know how to protect that, or that is something, a pattern of yours that plays out over and over again, whether it's fear, whether it's all of the different, each chakra has a different block or thing that blocks it, but whatever yours is, I'm going to explain to you now why you need to know how to protect it. All the time that you carry the wound, you are attracting people and opportunities and loved ones and friendships that exaggerate your block, that are here to teach you something faster, unless you fucking take ownership of it and teach it to yourself, okay? So if you can heal yourself, and don't get me wrong, no one is ever healed. You can't go to someone and be like, yeah, I've done the healing. We are fucking here to do healing until we die. We're here to heal and forever, okay? Acknowledge that and accept that. We're here to heal, we're here to learn till forever. It doesn't matter how much you know, how much you think you know, how much you've healed, how much you think you've healed. We will continue to heal till the day we die, right? But if we can learn ourselves how to heal ourselves, which will be in this book and it will be specific to you, if you can learn to heal yourself, you will not attract in those shitty things that you attract in. Actually, that's not entirely true, because we can't completely control who we attract in and what we attract in. What you'll do is, when you do attract them in, your codependency will say, I see this, I understand this is my shadow playing out, I understand this is a block of mine playing out, and I am not going to participate in this because I do not need you. I do not need you to show me my wounding. I can feel my own wounding. Then when good people come in, when the green flags show up, we go, yes, you are healthy. I am not codependent on you. I do not need you. And then we also, our point of attraction shifts, and we will attract in more good opportunities, more good people, more healed people, more healing opportunities, because that will be where our focus is. And we understand how to transmute the shadow into the gifts, into the city of the highest vibration of what we're here to do. I am so grateful for today. I cannot believe that I did not link me going in the sea that time in Egypt to me coming home and being like, fuck it. I am a photographer. I can take photos. I can charge for it. And this is who I am. Go, number one, go and put your feet in the sea. Doesn't matter if it's only your feet. Just go and get in a body of water, a sea, a river, something. Fucking surrender. If you want to come with me, also we're doing a waterfall walk in Wales, which is on, can't fucking remember, it's in June. It's on a Friday in June. You can go and look on the website and it'll be on there under events. But if you want to do a walk, and it's manifesting focus, but also around healing all of the chakras, come to that. All of the Liberty Lounge members get to come to that for free. If you want to come to that, please do. It will be incredible. It's in Wales, the 4 waterfall walk. 4. So, past, present, future, and then space, the gap, and the gap is how you fucking manifest. You cannot manifest a single fucking thing in your life until you learn how to create gaps in the world. I'm so fucking excited about it. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about this day. I'm so excited about my life. And I just want to go back to this thing and like help you to understand this. I, as a photographer, went from not having had a single fucking lesson to within a year employing 3 people and growing a business which over time made $1 million. Now, no one gets rich from making $1 million over 10 years. That's not necessarily the brag, okay? Just so you are clear of that. Making $1 million in a year is a life-changing thing. Making $1 million over 10 years, of course it was life-changing for me because I was in red magic, and probably I made $1 million over 5 years, but I was in red magic, surrender, because there was no fear. I had nothing to be afraid of. It was only COVID that put us straight back into fear, and I lost friends, and I didn't fall out of family, but I definitely took a different perspective to certain things over my family, and the fear was real, and it was more like a fear of loss, and the shame of losing friends, that put me back, that temporarily stuck my sacral for a while. And I'm just so grateful for everything. So anyway, comment chakras below if you want to be the first to get your personalised chakra healing, protection, human design specific. Yes, I can't fucking believe that I can do that. You can comment that below. If you want to comment, if you want the freebie, you can comment freebie. If you want the complete personalised one, which is like everything it'd be like a Bible on you, that one's 111, but it's also free to all of my members. And by the way, members, everything is free to you, so you can have the chakra one as well. But fucking hell, thank you for listening, by the way. I appreciate that was long.